My eyes are still heavy. My alarm rings. It makes a loud sound. I turn it off. I don't want to get up, but I stretch my arms. I stretch my legs. I sit up in bed. I yawn. I feel sleepy, but calm. I hear birds outside. They are singing. I walk to the window. I open it slowly. Cool air comes in. It feels fresh on my face. I take a deep breath. The air smells clean. I see the sky. It's a new day. Outside, I see my neighbor. He is watering his plants. He holds a green hose. Water sprays over the flowers. He wears slippers and a smile. He waves to me. I wave back. He says, "Good morning." I say, "Good morning." His dog barks once. Then it sits down. It watches the street. Children walk to school. They wear backpacks. Some walk slowly. Some run and laugh. One girl eats a banana. A boy kicks a small rock. A woman carries a baby. The baby looks around. The baby holds a toy. She sings to her baby. Her voice is soft. A man rides a bike. He wears a yellow jacket. He rides fast. He waves at someone. The street is full of life. It's a busy morning, but it feels peaceful. I walk to the bathroom. The tiles feel cold. I turn on the light. I look in the mirror. My hair is messy. I smile. I brush my teeth. I move the brush up and down. I rinse my mouth. I feel fresh. My sister is in the kitchen. She is making coffee. I can smell it. It smells strong and nice. She pours it into 2 cups. 1 cup for her, 1 for Dad. My brother takes a shower. I hear the water running. He sings loudly. He always sings in the shower. It makes me laugh. Mom is making breakfast. She cooks eggs in a pan. She toasts bread. She cuts fruit. Dad sits at the table. He reads the newspaper. He drinks his coffee slowly. He turns the page. He says, "The weather is nice today." We say, "Good morning." We all sit at the table. The table is small but full. We eat toast and drink tea. There is butter and honey. The eggs are warm. My little brother spills his juice. It goes on the table. We all say, "Oh no." But then we laugh. He laughs too. He wipes the juice with a napkin. Mom helps him clean it. We talk about the day. Who will do what? Who needs to go where? It's a normal morning. It's simple. It's warm. It's family. I finish breakfast. I take my plate to the sink. I wash it with soap. The water is warm. I dry my hands. I go to my room. I check the time. It's almost 8 o'clock. I need to leave soon. I pack my bag. I put in my notebook. I put in a pen. I add a snack. I take my water bottle. Then I zip the bag. I put on my socks. I tie my shoes. I wear my jacket. It is cool outside. I check my phone. I check my keys. I'm ready to go. I say goodbye to my family. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. See you later. My sister says, "Don't forget your lunch." I smile and say, "Thanks." I open the door. The street is bright. The air feels fresh. Leaves move in the wind. I take a deep breath. I walk to the bus stop. I see my neighbor again. He is walking his dog now. The dog wags its tail. A little girl waves at me. I wave back. Two students walk ahead of me. They talk and laugh. One of them carries a big backpack. They are wearing the same school uniform. A man in a blue shirt rides a bike. He wears a helmet. He rings his bell. He passes us and smiles. A delivery truck drives by. It makes a loud noise. It stops at a house. The driver brings out a box. I reach the bus stop. There are a few people waiting. One woman is on her phone. She is talking in another language. An old man reads a newspaper. He turns the pages slowly. A teenager listens to music. His head moves with the beat. The bus is not here yet. I check the time again. Still a few minutes. I look around. The trees are green. Birds fly from one branch to another. And a cat sleeps under a bench. Then I hear the bus. It's coming. It gets closer. It stops in front of us. The door opens. I get on the bus. I say hello to the driver. He nods and smiles. I tap my card. I walk to the back. I find a seat by the window. I sit down. I take off my bag. I place it on my lap. The bus moves. It drives slowly through the town. I look outside. I see people walking. I see cars stopping at lights. I see a bakery. People are buying bread. I see a man sweeping the sidewalk. He works with care. I see a child waving from a window. I smile and wave back. The bus goes over a small bridge. I see water below. It is calm. I see ducks. They swim slowly. I enjoy the ride. The seat is soft. The bus is warm. The city is busy, but peaceful. I check the next stop. It is my stop. I press the button. The bus slows down. It stops. I stand up. I hold my bag. I say thank you to the driver. He says, "Have a nice day." I step off the bus. I'm near my workplace now. I walk to my building. It is tall and gray. There are many windows. I go up the stairs. I see a coworker at the door. Her name is Sarah. She smiles and says, "Morning." And I say, "Good morning." We walk in together. The hallway is quiet. Some lights are already on. I hear footsteps. Someone is walking upstairs. I enter the office. It is warm inside. The lights are soft. The windows let in sunlight. I see my desk. It is clean and ready. I take off my jacket. I hang it on the back of my chair. I place my bag under the desk. I sit down slowly. I take a deep breath. The day is beginning. I turn on my computer. It makes a soft sound. The screen lights up. I type my password. I check my email. There are 5 new messages. One is from my manager. She says, "Please send the report." Another one is from a client. He asks for more information. I read each message carefully. Then I reply. I write slowly. I check my spelling. I send the email. Click. My coworker John walks by. He holds a cup of coffee. He says, "Big day today." I say, "Yeah, many things to do." He laughs and walks by. I open my notebook. I check my to-do list. It is long today. I will start with the report. I open the file. I read the first paragraph. I fix 2 small mistakes. And I add more details. I type slowly and clearly. I add a title. I check everything again. Then I save it. I send it to my manager. A few minutes later, she replies. She says, "Great work. Thank you." I smile. I feel good. At 10:30, we take a break. It's time to rest. I go to the small kitchen. Sarah is already there. She is pouring coffee. The smell is strong and warm. She offers me a cup. I say, "Thank you." They smell like chocolate. Jane brings cookies. She made them last night. They smell like chocolate. We all say, "Yum." We sit at the table. We talk about movies. Sarah watched a new film. She says, "It was funny." Jane laughs. She likes comedies too. John joins us. He eats a banana. He tells a joke. Everyone laughs. The room feels light and happy. After 15 minutes, we clean up. I wash my cup. I dry my hands. We go back to our desks. I look at the clock. It is 10:50. Still more to do. I make a phone call. A client answers. She has a question. I listen carefully. I speak slowly and clearly. I help her solve the problem. She says, "Thank you very much." I say, "You're welcome." I write some notes. I update a document. I organize some files. I check the calendar. There is a team meeting at noon. I prepare for the meeting. I read the agenda. I write one question. I feel ready. At 12, we meet in the big room. There are 6 people. We sit around the table. Our manager starts the meeting. She talks about our goals. She explains the new project. We listen carefully. I take notes. John asks a question. Sarah gives an idea. Jane writes on the whiteboard. I share my thoughts too. Our manager says, "Good teamwork." We smile. The meeting ends. I go back to my desk. It's almost lunchtime now. I feel hungry. I stand up. I stretch my arms. I take my lunch from my bag. I walk to the break room. The lights are bright. The room smells like food. Someone is heating soup. Another person is peeling an orange. I sit down at the table. Sarah sits across from me. She has a sandwich. It looks fresh. Jane joins us. She brings rice and chicken. I open my lunchbox. Today, I have pasta. I made it last night. It smells good. It has tomato sauce and cheese. I also have a small salad. John walks in with a lunch bag. He says, I forgot a fork." We laugh. Jane gives him an extra one. He says, "You saved my life." We all smile. We begin to eat. It is quiet for a moment. Everyone is enjoying their food. The pasta is warm. The salad is crunchy. I drink some water. It feels refreshing. Sarah tells a story. She went to a concert last weekend. She says the music was loud but amazing. Jane asks, "Who was the band?" Sarah answers, "They're called River Sound." John says, "I love that band." They all talk about their favorite songs. I listen and smile. I enjoy being with them. It feels relaxed. It feels like a small family. After eating, we clean up. I throw away my napkin. I wash my container. I wipe the table. John says, "Back to work." Oh, we all laugh. I check my phone. I have a message from my sister. She says, "Don't forget to call Grandma." I reply, "Thanks, I'll call her after work." Before going back to work, I go outside. The sun is shining. The sky is clear. There is a small park nearby. I walk there slowly. I see two kids playing with a ball. Their father watches them. He smiles. I sit on a bench. I feel the warm sun on my face. A gentle breeze touches my hair. Birds fly above the trees. A woman walks her dog. The dog sniffs the grass. A man sits under a tree. He reads a book. I take a deep breath. The air smells like flowers. I close my eyes for a moment. I feel calm. I feel ready for the rest of the day. I check the time. It's 1:25. Time to go back. I return to the office. The building is quiet again. People are at their desks. Some are typing. Some are talking quietly. It's time to work again. I sit at my desk. The room is quiet. The lights are soft. People are focused. Everyone is working. I open my notebook. I check my to-do list. I still have a few things to do. I open a document. It is for a new project. I read the first paragraph. Then I start typing. I work slowly. I check my spelling. I fix a few small mistakes. I correct them. I drink some water. My bottle is next to my keyboard. The water is cool. It helps me stay fresh. John walks by. He says, "Do you want a snack?" I smile and say, "What do you have?" He shows me a small chocolate bar. I take one piece. I say, "Thanks." He says, "No problem." He walks back to his desk. I look at my screen. I keep working. I finish the paragraph. I save the file. File saved. Then my phone rings. I answer it. It is a client. She speaks slowly. She needs help. I listen carefully. I write notes on a small pad. She asks a question. I look for the answer. I say, "Please wait one moment." She says, "Okay." I check the file. I find the answer. I explain it to her. She says, "Thank you very much." I say, "You're welcome." We end the call. I take a deep breath. I check my messages. I answer 2 emails. One is from my manager. She wants an update. I write back, "The report is ready." She replies, "Great job." I clean my desk. I put away my pens. I throw away some old papers. I wipe the surface with a tissue. It looks neat now. I check tomorrow's calendar. There is one meeting in the morning. I write it down. I take a short break. I walk to the kitchen. I fill my water bottle. I stretch my back. I roll my shoulders. It feels nice. Sarah walks in. She says, "Tired?" I smile and say, a little." She says, "Almost done." I nod. "Yeah, almost." The clock shows 4:45. The workday is almost over. I finish one last task. What do we do in each episode, Sarah?
Well, first, we will listen to a short dialogue. That means we hear 2 people talk in a simple conversation, like at home or in a cafe or at school.
Then we stop and explain the words.
This means we tell you what the words mean and how to use them.
We give you examples too.
And sometimes we tell you short stories from our own lives. That makes it easier to remember the new words and phrases.
And if you don't understand everything the first time, that's okay. You can pause, listen again, or come back later.
Yes, don't feel stress. Just relax and enjoy learning with us. That's the best way to improve.
Now, are you ready? First, we listen to the dialogue. Then, we'll talk about the words and learn together. You're already doing great.
Let's begin.
Emma, you look tired today. Did you have a late night?
Yeah, I did. I watched a movie. It finished very late. I went to bed at midnight, but I didn't go to sleep until 1 o'clock.
That's really late. I always go to bed at 10:30. If I sleep late, I feel very tired the next day.
Me too. But this morning, I still woke up at 7:30. I didn't want to, but I did. I got up at 7:45 and went to the bathroom.
So, what did you do then?
First, I had a wash. I washed my face. Then I cleaned my teeth with my toothbrush. After that, I had a shower. The hot water helped me wake up.
That sounds nice. Sometimes, when I have time, I have a bath. I sit in warm water and relax.
Yeah, I like baths too, but only in the evening. After my shower, I put on some makeup, got dressed, and made some tea. This morning, I also woke up early. After I got up, I made my bed. I do that every day. Then I did the housework. I cleaned the kitchen and the living room.
Wow, you did a lot.
Yes. And after that, I went out to do the shopping. I bought eggs, milk, bread, and apples. The shop was very busy. I don't like shopping when it's busy. It makes me tired.
Yeah, me too.
When I came home, I had a light lunch, just soup and some toast.
That sounds good. I also had lunch at 1 o'clock. I made some rice and vegetables. Well, now we can relax.
Yeah, I think later I will take another shower, then maybe rest a little.
Don't have a late night again.
I won't. Tonight I'll go to bed early and go to sleep before.
Common things we all do every day. The words are to wake up and to get up.
Yes, these are small words, but they are very important. And they are not the same. They are different.
First, let's talk about wake up. When you wake up, you stop sleeping. You open your eyes. You're not asleep anymore. Maybe your alarm clock rings. Or maybe your phone makes a sound. Or maybe the sun comes in through the window. You open your eyes. This is waking up.
Exactly. But when you wake up, you are still in bed. You are lying down. You're not moving yet.
Now, Sarah, let's talk about get up. When you get up, you leave the bed. You sit up. Then you stand up. You walk out